Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And when this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
3 at second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
They'll set up a throw. That'll be caught downfield by Byrd. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They're going to look to throw. Well, that's complete to Sanders.
Oh, big hole left side.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a first and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler.
Now room for Eckler.
And now look at him go. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 75 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Bird to return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A give running left, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Fights him off. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up.
More from L.A. in a moment.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen, 39 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Bird to return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustain. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 30. 10. 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Miles Sanders. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Eckler, they run left side. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
94 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Miles Sanders saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll turn to Sanders, and he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Herbert off of play action. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Indeed, start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
McPherson on for the point after.
And that will make this a 16-point lead.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. So we're in half AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Tackle made by Tanner Vallejo.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6.
Here's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tanner Vallejo coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. John Ross, 33 yards. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Bird to return from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
4 yards remain for second down.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on first down. Sanders, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 19.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first down, it's Sanders, and all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
178 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Sanders.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Miles Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. This one is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Chargers on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Bird to return from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And 22 more yards there and another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Man, 188 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll find Hall. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Left side here to Sanders. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the gun now on third down. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. McPherson's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's 2nd and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Herbert to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Herbert going to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. Extra point attempt to follow here. And they have got the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your trophy.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.